Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for June 2023. This is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Sagittarius. I know some of you do. And I know that because we just did a Scorpio premiere and a few of you had Sagittarius in your chart. So, I welcome you. I want to give a shout out to some of my members who are Sagittarius and my sister-in-law, Ellen, who is, I believe she's on the 24th, but she's a Sagittarius. So welcome everyone. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to use 3 different decks. We're going to use our Mother Mary Oracle for our words of wisdom. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot to go deeper. And we're going to use, for your main spread, the Tarot of Dreams. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's give everything's pre-shuffled. But let's give it just a couple shuffles with you here. Hard to believe I'm saying June already. I remember just a couple months ago, I felt like the winter was never going to end, but here we are. Okay, well, I feel like I got to take that one. But let's just give it a shuffle or two, see if anything else wants to come out with it. Okay, maybe I should have stopped. But we're going to take them. All right. We have enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Whatever I am most passionate about is the direction I flow. You know, some of you, there's your answer right there. Whatever you're most passionate about is the direction I flow. I know my sister-in-law is a very talented artist. She's actually an art professor now. But that's just what it's making me feel like. We have compassion. I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. Compassion. Not an easy thing to have. And I feel like it's through our life experiences that we gain that compassion. You know, like I've been there. I know what you're going through. Love. Love. How can that be wrong? Love is the answer to all of my questions. And last but not least is the inner child, which I love. You know, I love when we're able to live through our inner child's energy. It's like unencumbered. It's free. You know what I mean? It's free to take chances. See what happens, you know? I'm not thinking, it's like fear hasn't set, you know, that type of fear in life hasn't set in yet. Inner child. Okay. Enthusiasm, compassion, love, and inner child. All right, so we'll read from the end of the we'll read from the book at the end of the reading. I'm not going to read all of them, but your reading will let us know. This part of the reading will let us know which ones need read. I'll probably definitely read love. All right, let's give them a cut. And I'm going to shuffle for your cards. Alright, let's begin. June 2023. But keep in the back of your mind that time is fluid. You know, and what I mean by that is I feel like readings find people when they need them. Or you find it right when you need it. You know, think of that, the synchronicities. Alright, we got a few here, but we're going to take them. Well, hello, Ten of Cups. As your very first card. The House of Harmony. That is the House of Love. We have the Four of Pentacles. It's about your foundation. We have the Eight of Wands. Fast-moving energy. And we're going to go over all these. Interesting, but then we were met by the Hangman. We have the King of Pentacles. Seems to be following, you know, I feel like the King of Pentacles follows us in a lot of readings, and he's at it again. This can be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, though. This is someone, when they look at life, they see the big picture. Coming under that 10 of Cups. And then, hello, look at this. No wonder we got love from Mother Mary. This is the marriage card, the 4 of Wands, commitment. This is all about love. This is the type of love where, you know, we're a match made in heaven. Interesting, we have 2 4s connected here. So, before I even move on, I just want to look at this a little deeper, because we have the Hangman that's mirroring the 10 of Cups. So maybe the 10 of Cups hasn't happened yet. You know, maybe it's something that, you know, I'm putting on my table, I'd like to see happen. 4 of Wands to speak about one's own foundation. Can certainly speak of the home. But then you have the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands to me is what I think about, I bring about. What I think about, I bring about. It's also very fast-moving energy. So it's interesting, like he's being met, this energy is being met by the Hangman. So it's like a pause in action, but why? Well, let's figure out why. We have the Magician, the Manifester. Some of you may have a life path 1 or a personal year 1. It's pretty powerful if you do. You know, that means that you are meant to manifest. It means you're meant to take chances. And then, hello, 6 of Cups. Someone that I used to know. Interesting, it's coming under the Hangman. This can certainly speak of someone of your past. Now, if this is someone of your past, this would be someone that you have happy or treasured memories of. Doesn't mean they're all good memories, but maybe that's what I need to focus on. It's interesting because I feel like somebody's trying to manifest someone. Maybe 2 people are trying to manifest each other. They just don't even know it yet. Let's keep going. The Magician carrying the 8 of Wands energy. Hello. You know, what I want to manifest, I feel like I can manifest it pretty quickly. We have the 2 swords. But then we have faith. It's a Hierophant. Card of Taurus, by the way. We do have King of Pentacles, so for some of you, could certainly represent a Taurus. However, I feel like really what it's saying is, because this 2 swords talks about a blindfold and the potential of blocking an opportunity because there may be something I don't want to face. But I feel like, you know, when I take the blindfold off, because I feel like the blindfold makes what I don't want to face seem bigger and bigger and bigger. But I feel like it's an illusion. Now, it doesn't mean there's not something, you know, there could be something you don't want to face, but I feel like you have to face it. A Hierophant talks about your faith, your belief system. You know, I feel like if this is connecting with someone, then you want to have, you know, you don't have to have like the same religion, but I do feel like you have to have the same core beliefs. The Hierophant asks you to question your belief system because it's a 5. You know, are you living your authentic life? Do you still believe in love? And all the potential love can bring. Now it can bring heartache also. And, you know, maybe that's just all part of it. So, I feel like, and it's interesting because there's 2 swords coming under the King. This King is being mirrored by the 6 of Cups. The Hierophant is coming under the Four of Wands, the marriage card. Maybe someone is thinking about marriage, but in the same breath fearful of it. You know, why would that be? Maybe they want to make sure that they're ready. Or that you're ready. All right, let's keep going. Well, hello, Ace of Wands. And so it begins. And so it begins. You know, the Ace of Wands is first and foremost action. I feel like we need to reach out and grab this ace. This ace talks about passion, your very first card. Whatever I am most passionate about is the direction I flow. Well, this ace gives you the ability. And I love that it's coming under the Magician. The Magician's carrying some beautiful energy around him. You know, and you are the Magician, by the way. You know, it's reminding you of your power to manifest. Love. Maybe with someone that I already know. Maybe I need to take some action in that also. Sometimes we're waiting on another. You know, I don't feel like we should be waiting. Because this is not about waiting, right? This is action. Doesn't mean that, you know, I can control someone else's free will, though. I'm going to be curious to come back and look at that King. And then we have the Knight of Swords coming under the Six of Cups. The Hangman first, right? So a pause in the action. From who? Well, someone within the Six of Cups. Potentially this King. However, I don't feel like it stays that way because then you have the Knight of Swords. Excuse me one second. Okay, I'm back. I had a knock on the door. Let's look at what's on the bottom of the deck. The Chariot. First of all, 2023 is represented by the Chariot. So, you know, I'm getting a lot of energy of like things that are happening this year. Like this is the year. This is meant to be a spiritual year. You know, 7 is about spiritual completeness. But it's also, you know, I feel like I felt this back in January. Like it's going to be a slow moving year. But in the same breath, like I still feel like there's going to be a lot accomplished. The Chariot is card of Cancer, first of all, but it's about unlimited potential. And how do I reach this unlimited potential? It's finding balance within oneself. I feel like the Chariot's like a reward for the work that you've done, you know, on yourself, but maybe even helping others. You know, this is finding that balance within yourself, the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine. The Chariot's controlled by your mind. 8 of Wands, what I think about, I bring about. The Magician right below it. And then the Ace of Wands right below that. Truly, what I think about, I bring about. This may be a year where, I don't know, it just kind of feels like dreams may be coming true. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot and let's go deeper here. I mean, you have the most beautiful cards. You know, we have this Knight of Swords, which I was going to talk about, I think, and then I got that knock on the door. So this Knight of Swords, you know, a knight means that something's coming towards you. A knight is bringing you something. That's their job, right? They're going to complete their mission. The swords means, to me, some type of communication. Hopefully, you know, speaking truth at the same time. Again, with this Six of Cups, this can be someone that you already know. And I feel like if you do, you would have happy memories. Now, it doesn't mean you don't have harsh memories also, but it's allowing the treasured memories to be first and foremost. So you may be hearing from someone. Now, listen, maybe you're doing that. However, this night's coming into your reading, so I feel like you're the one who's receiving it. And it's interesting because it's mirrored by the Two of Swords over here. I feel like this Two of Swords honestly belongs to this King. And I feel like this is the king unblocking his own potential, unblocking what can be, you know, with you, I feel like. And I'm saying that with the because the Four of Wands is right next to it. All right. Let's go deeper. We have the Six of Swords. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Coming over the Ten of Cups, by the way. So, Six of Swords means that someone has taken that time to look at their life and look at the people around them and, you know, whatever it may be, and has seen and knows now what is toxic to them, what maybe stunts their opportunities, maybe stops their love, that type of energy. But this person has looked at it. I feel like it's taking that blindfold off in the Two of Swords and now is ready for, I don't know, action. Six of Swords, it can be a little bit of difficult energy in the beginning as I start moving through this energy, but I feel like as you move through it, like time speeds up. You know, like what I thought was going to be difficult to overcome, as I start to move through it, it's not as difficult as I thought. Someone may have had to free themselves from another. And if that's the case, I feel like, well, that's what they did. Well, hello world. So this is the next chapter. And I love that the Six of Swords is heading right to the world. This talks about, you know why I love it? Because whatever was toxic to whoever's in the Six of Swords, they are eliminating that. They're leaving it behind. And they're entering into a brand new world. A brand new chapter. What I love about the world's energy is I do feel like it's a very spiritual energy. It's the closest to God. You know, it's the last card in the tarot. A rebirth. Doesn't have to be a rebirth. It's the opening up of the next chapter. Let's put it that way. We have the Magician again. So now this Eight of Wands is surrounded by the Magician. Not surrounded, but has it above it and below it. Truly, truly, what I think about, I bring about. Quickly. Well, hello, Chariot again. Coming over the Hangman. So, you know, someone was in, what's the word I want to use? Why can't I think of the word? Was in the state of pause. That's not the word I'm looking for. But I can't think of anything else at this moment. This is movement. So, where there was no movement, now there is movement. And how interesting with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. And now it has literally shown up in your reading. Card Cancer, by the way. But it's movement. It's definite movement. If you think about the Chariot, I don't know if I already said this, but, you know, the Chariot's controlled by your mind. Like, you tell the horses where to go, right? You don't have to use the reins. It's just like they just pick up on where it is you want to go next. I feel like the Chariot doesn't come in until you're ready for it. You know, I often think of the Chariot as like a car. And, you know, if I'm, you know, too young to drive, then I'm probably going to wreck that car. Or if I'm you know, if I don't have a clear mind, you know, whatever it may be, I feel like the Chariot comes in when it knows that you can take it to its unlimited potential. Okay. Look at this. King of Pentacles over the King of Pentacles. Interesting. Some of you could be in a same-sex relationships, and if that's the case, I mean, you know, it'd be two of a kind. This could also talk about, for some, you know, this King of Pentacles may have been carrying that Two of Swords energy, which would have created the Hangman's energy, and now he may be rising above that. Page of Wands. I call my fool. This is someone who takes a chance. This is someone who moves according to their passions, their desires. You know, so much so that sometimes I fall, but I get back up again. We have the Two of Pentacles, you know, and I also want to say this page, for some of you, could be you. Could be you at a younger time. Don't forget we have inner child. Well, the Page of Wands would be your inner child. And now the Two of Pentacles. So it's interesting where, you know, the Knight of Swords, I was saying, could be you. However, I feel like when this communication comes in, I feel like it puts the ball in your court. So it's you who's making a decision over it. And what are you asking yourself? Well, are you here to expand my life? Are you going to hurt me? Are you going to deplete my life? Because I'm not interested in that. Well, there you go. Five of Wands. Five of Wands is, you know, it's interesting how I kept saying, you know, this is potentially someone from your past. I mean, it could be a past life too. I do past life readings. But, you know, and it's coming over an energy of really treasured memories. But then the Five of Wands is kind of battling type energy. You know, it's an energy where no one wants to back down, and therefore there's no victor. I do feel like this is probably old energy and hopefully cleared energy. It is a 5, so it does speak of change. 6 and a 5, 11. Most of you know when I see an 11 what I think of. We have the 5 of Pentacles, but it came clearly in reverse. 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is that energy. First of all, it's 5, so it's change. A lot of times this is not the change that I asked for. Nonetheless, here it is. Because it can feel like someone's just throwing me out in the cold. Over this Two of Swords. So I don't want to repeat that energy. You know, it's almost like a tower comes before this 5 of Pentacles. And I don't have a lot of control over that. But it came in reverse. And why I love that is because in the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like as this person moves through that energy, which can feel difficult, no doubt, but I definitely feel like what they're moving towards is really soulmate type energy in all different formats. You know, soulmates that come in just to help you for a moment, yet one may be coming in to help you for the rest of your life. So I feel like that's saying bye-bye to Two of Swords. Blindfold is off. And then I'm looking at the King of Pentacles and I'm thinking, you know, my boyfriend has a Virgo Sun and Virgo Moon. So some may relate to that. We have the Three of Swords. I'm not really surprised. It's coming over the Hierophant, though. And it is also under the Four of Wands, the marriage card, the commitment card. I feel like I probably took a chance on someone and potentially got my heart broken. But I feel like they're coming back around. And if they're coming back around, first of all, I feel like if they're coming back around, they must be coming back with much, what's the word I want to say? Much more mature, I know what I want type energy. And I feel like they may be met with, but wait a minute, you broke my heart. You left me with no satisfaction. And then you're coming in again. But this king is saying, I know that. And it also broke my heart. But I've cleared the energy that no longer needs to be in my life or our life. The Emperor. Card of Aries. You know, this is someone that I can look up to. This is someone who eventually becomes like the leader of the people, knowingly or unknowingly. And when I say unknowingly, I mean it could just be my energy. You know what I mean? I have wisdom from my experiences, and I feel like the right people just find the Emperor at the right time. This is coming over the Ace of Wands. So maybe you're asking yourself that question. Or maybe you're asking them that question. You know, are you of integrity? Can I look up to you? Have you overcome the toxicities in your life? Because I don't want you to bring them into my life. And I feel like the Emperor is saying yes to all of that. Yes, I have overcome. Yes, I have left it in the past. I know that I broke your heart. It broke my heart too. We have the Eight of Pentacles. It's interesting because I was just thinking to myself, with the Emperor here, this can also represent a business for you. Creating your own business, you know, being the leader in a business, being the boss, being your own boss. And then the Eight of Pentacles comes out, which kind of verifies what I was just thinking. The Eight of Pentacles is the willingness to, you know, follow those hunches. It is whatever I focus on is what I'm going to grow. This is about your creative house and potentially being on fire. Some of you, there may be a new opportunity that's heading your way. And it could be a promotion, or it could be the way to begin your own business. All right, I want to go back and look at a few cards. First, I want to go to these two kings. I want to just look at them. Look at this, the Page of Cups. Interesting, because we have the Page of Wands here. Now we have the Page of Cups, and they're looking at each other. That's why I tell you, you know, we have the King of Pentacles, but it does not have to be an earth sign. Think of the energy the king normally would carry. This is someone who would be concerned about, like, their finances. This is someone who doesn't feel great unless they're grounded. Doesn't mean that they were grounded, right? But I feel like now they're coming to the table grounded. This is someone, when they look at their life, they look at it from the big picture down. Page of Cups looking right back at that Page of Wands. Page of Cups to me is also your inner child. You know, learning not just to love yourself, because if you can't love yourself, how's someone else going to love you? And I don't mean that in an egotistical way, but appreciating what's unique about you, because I feel like this person will appreciate or does appreciate that. Doesn't mean, you know, you're perfect. I mean, let's face it, Sag, you know, you can have a little bit of a temper, but, you know, can't we all? Okay, let's keep going. All right, they're all in reverse. I'm going to turn them around. We have the Knight of Swords again, so it's letting us know who's bringing in this communication. Right over those kings. Hello, Empress. Wow. You know, I have to say you're probably the 3rd or 4th reading for June who's had the Empress and the Emperor in their reading. And look how close they are. Feels like both have had growth. You know, the Empress and the Emperor are very different, but in the same breath, they complete each other. It's like if you think about your opposite sign, like I'm a Virgo, Pisces would be my opposite sign. Well, there's a lot I can learn from Pisces, and vice versa. We have the Moon, speaking of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. This can be uncertainty, for sure. But this is also, you know, it asks you to allow yourself to dream. And then we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like the Ace of Swords is representing the truth. So I do feel like someone's heading towards you in some type of communication. Could be the telephone, could be a text, could be on your social media. But I feel like what they're saying is the truth. I do feel like there's been growth with someone. Now listen, if there hasn't been, you'll know that. Especially with the Empress's energy here. Right? Because the Empress has learned so much from her life experiences. And what she's really learned is how not to harden the heart because of previous heartache. She stays open, loving, nurturing. But she is no one's fool because she's been there, done that. And she's not going to repeat, or at least chances are she's not going to repeat the same mistakes again. And I feel like this king has grown into the Emperor's energy. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Emperor, the Empress, the Four of Wands. Let's move these over. We'll keep them out, but let's just move them over because there's more I want to look at. Actually, I want to bring the Empress back out, and I want to look at the Emperor and the Empress together. Six of Cups again. So I do feel like this is probably someone that you already know. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles. So, not only do we have the Ace of Swords, which is communication, we have the Ace of Wands, which is action and desire and passion, and now we have the Ace of Pentacles. It's interesting because I feel like communication is first, and then I feel like this is talking about like physically coming together. This Ace of Pentacles is meant to expand your world, not deplete it. And, you know, sometimes I feel like that's why I want to make sure, like, if I've been working on myself, like, if I've been raising my vibration, then I want to make sure that that whoever wants to be with me is also in the same vibration, right? I don't want to lower my vibration to be with anyone. If they want to be with me, they're going to raise their vibration. And I feel like the Queen, or the Empress and the Emperor, they're on the same vibration. That's pretty amazing. Alright. So I feel like this is definitely coming into your physical world. Four of Wands again. The Seven of Pentacles. It's kind of beautiful. So I feel like this is a commitment. This is talking about a commitment. And in the Four of Wands, we all want to be there. You know, they are on the same level in the Four of Wands. They call it the marriage card. I call it the commitment card because not everybody wants to be married. But doesn't mean I wouldn't commit myself to someone as if we were married. Seven of Pentacles is your seeds, your soul seeds of intention. And I feel like these are the seeds that were planted before you even came into this lifetime. And here's one of those seeds about to blossom. You know, I almost feel like you're getting married. Okay, let's go up and look at the Hangman. Now with the Chariot over it. Sitting next to the Magician, who is over the Eight of Wands. So, fast-moving energy. This could be someone who comes in and whether I wanted to move fast or not, it may be that passionate. So we're looking at the Chariot that's coming over the Hangman. The Hangman was a pause in action. The Chariot is now movement. And now we have the Wheel. It's your destiny. And that's probably why I felt like in the Seven of Swords that, I mean, if I just look at where I put it, it's like the Seven of Swords is producing this Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Seven of Pentacles is producing one of those Pentacles. Just as it was meant to be. Right? Already sits on your wheel. And then look at this. The Knight of Cups. Unexpected love. So it's interesting because here I am telling you about it, but it is unexpected. It's an unexpected couple fulfillment. Do I think it'll reach you? Well, it's a knight. And I do feel like a knight will complete its mission. Whether you accept it or not is up to you, right? That's free will. And your guides won't stop that. But, come on. Chariot. The Hangman. So it's like the Hangman in that pause state, right? But then this knight comes in. I have a cup of love for you. And then we move into the Chariot's energy. Wow. Okay. I mean, it seems very, very clear to me. I think what I'm going to do is just take a couple cards right across the whole spread. Alright, we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is the energy of joy, celebration, rejoice in celebration. So I do feel like this is saying this is something that you're going to be happy about. Probably very happy about. And then we have the Eight of Cups. I feel like what they're going to say is that I have cleared my emotional house. I understand, you know, the cups that I have knocked over, or the cups that have been knocked over in my life. It's clarity over that emotional house. And when I have that, what I'm doing is I'm allowing myself then to have a new beginning. Remember, 8 is a new beginning. It's also infinity, as above, so below. Well, that's kind of what this all feels like. Like our soul already planned this. And now it's coming to fruition. Now, our soul may have planned it, but listen, our soul may even plan that Three of Swords. Because, you know, maybe we met, we fell in love, something happened. Now, sometimes it can just be, just literally, we weren't mature enough at that point. You know, sometimes when it's the love is so passionate, it can go both ways, right? It can be alluring and all that, but it can also be what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know. Can't think of the word I'm looking for. We have the star. This is about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. So, this is part of your dream system. Also a card of Aquarius. You know, when you see the star, it's not a miracle. I mean, we can call it a miracle. But it's like, I feel like it's all what's meant to be anyway. And in the star's energy, you are being proactive. You know, it's like, I have these dreams, but, you know, even if there's someone I want to be with, but I can't be with them, well, then what I want to do is just work on myself, raise my own vibration, you know, better my own life, better my own self. And when you do that, when your vibration raises, listen, the universe knows it must meet that new vibration. And then, hello, Two of Cups. Soulmates. We already knew that, but now it's verifying it for us. This is a soulmate energy. You know, soulmate love is a beautiful love, but that doesn't mean there won't be issues and problems, or there weren't issues and problems. But what it does mean is soulmates can work it out. They can overcome. You know, I feel like, you know, when you are, you know, let's just say when you first meet a soulmate, there's something different. It's like I look at them and I feel like I've known them. I've known you all my life, but I just met you. I feel like it's pretty clear the difference between, let's say, a karmic love and a soulmate love. Really, it's night and day. Doesn't mean I didn't love another, right? But this is a different type of love. It's a higher type of love. And it's sitting right on your wheel of dreams. But I feel like it's sitting on both of these soulmates' wheel of dreams. You're sharing these. Interesting. You know, Sagittarius, I feel like if you're single, I feel like that's going to change. And it doesn't always have to mean that I was definitely in a relationship with this person. If anything, it's saying, you know, because we have the world, it's the next chapter. And look at all the beautiful cards that follow that. The Magician, the Chariot, the Knight of Cups, the Star, the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands. Whoever it might be, it just feels like love. Love of the third degree. Alright, let's just, I was going to let that be, but I think I just want to know a little more. Well, hello, a little more. The Ace of Cups. Mother Mary sent you the card love. Love is the answer to all my questions. Here is unconditional love. You know, and what does unconditional love mean? It means that there is, you know, I can love someone again. I can forgive. I can be forgiven. This love, I feel like, is not just this lifetime. It's eternity. But that doesn't guarantee us that we're going to have an easy time in this lifetime. Because, you know, if our soul if our soul requested that this happen, I feel like it also requested that the hardship happen. Because all of it's a learning experience. I just had a feeling something else wanted to come out. And what perfect card to come out than the Ace of Cups. You're falling in love. And if you don't know this person, because with the Knight of Cups, again, it's unexpected. I can't really plan for it. I feel like I'm gonna fall in love at first sight. I'm just gonna know in my heart. Beautiful. You know, this is not just talking about love, because I feel like it's also talking about opportunities that are opening for you. And I feel like, you know, why are opportunities opening for you? Because I feel like you yourself deserve them. Because you have reached a certain vibration, a certain level. And with that vibration, that higher vibration, the universe is going to meet that. So for some, it can be, again, promotions or epiphanies to start your own business. You know, I love the Emperor and the Empress together. If they're collaborating, they can collaborate and truly make beautiful music together. Unconditional. And I feel like you are here together in this lifetime to really help each other expand your souls. Now, even if you say no, you know, like, it's okay. It's up to you. But I feel like you've known this person forever, for eternity. And you always know them. And I feel it's quite beautiful that you're coming together in this lifetime. But the ball is in your court. You know what I mean? Like, you do have free will. I feel like your inner child would be like, oh yeah, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to follow my desire, my passion. If this comes in and makes me feel that energy, I'm going to give it a chance. All right, let's read Mother Mary, and I'm definitely going to read love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. All right. This card reminds you that feeling loved is your true desire, and this very condition is continuously offered to you by God, Jesus, Mother Mary, and the angels. Surround your current situation and relationships with love, which will loosen the bonds of ego attachments. When you pray for love to heal your situation, God sends angels to your side. Mother Mary counsels you to use only loving words when you speak, think, or write. Avoid pessimistic discussions with yourself or others, as it's essential for you to surround yourself with the highest energy available. By doing so, you'll witness miraculous healings, experience new opportunities, and attract wonderful relationships. You know, Sagittarius, I feel like your reading is short but sweet. I feel like everything just came right out. Like, I didn't even have to guess. It just was so clear to me. This seems like it's going to be not only a great month, but I feel like a great rest of your life. Now, what if you say no? What if, like, no way? Well, that's okay also. It doesn't mean that, you know, you'll never have love again. It just won't be with this person. But I have a feeling you'd have a hard time saying no to this. You know, and what if you were with this person before and their vibration, you know, they did cause that Three of Swords? Well, then take your time. You know, if it's something you want to move forward with, take your time. Give them the chance to show you that they've changed, if change was needed. They have left the toxicity in the past. I mean, it's showing it. And it's moving into the world, the next chapter. And you and the power you have of manifesting. Listen, you don't even have to be asking like send me George from my youth. You know, it's just send me a love that who can truly love me. And then let the universe take care of that. Because they are. And the Knight of Cups, I can't, again, really plan for it. It's unexpected, but it is carrying the energy of the soulmates. Knight of Cups is bringing you in a cup, right? Well, here it is. Not only that, but you have the Ace of Pentacles. So, you know, what may start with, let's say, communication, I feel like will move pretty quickly if both parties, let's just say, are willing to move forward with this. Even though I'm telling you to take your time, I feel like the energy is so passionate that it would be hard to take my time. But I don't feel like this is anything you have to worry about. But bottom line is, you know, the ball's in your court. You can say yes, you can say no. There is no right or wrong. It's whatever you desire. And your guides know that. Like, you know, but I feel like your soul desires this. Otherwise, why would it be here? Alright, guys. I'm going to leave that be. I want to get this reading to you tonight. This is the last day of May. I want to make sure you have it for June. So, I thank you. I love you. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do this as a premiere. But if I do, I hope to see you at the premiere. If not, I'll see you next time at our table. Thank you, guys. I love you. Bye-bye.